Well, welcome to my basement. Today I'm going to show you what 25 years of accumulation of stuff, okay, is like to clean up. So welcome to my basement, okay? It is overwhelming. I am showing you the backside of this where I'm sitting, and I decided to start in my basement because from what I've been reading on YouTube videos about decluttering your house, it's best not to start with sentimental items. And right now my wife is not 100% on my side yet, okay, to do the house decluttering, Swedish death cleaning, whatever you might want to call it, okay? A lot of videos talk about starting with non-sentimental type items like pictures and family heirlooms and things like that, because you will have trouble deciding what to get rid of, and you will probably stop the declutter process. So I'm taking their advice, and I have decided that I'm going to start with my personal area, okay? Things that I know that I don't have to ask my wife to make a decision over. So I'm down here in my basement, and what I'm going to do is take you on a small tour. Now, just to give you a reference to this basement, I don't know how big it is down here, but it is well over 700 square feet, okay? It might be close to 800 square feet. It is a full basement under the old section of the house. And it has a door that goes out to the backyard and a steep staircase that you just saw me come down. I have fallen on that staircase more than once coming into this basement. Anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what it looks like down here. Now, as you come down the steps, you have this area right here. It is nothing but totes. I think some of the totes are empty, but I know a lot of the totes have stuff in it, okay? Panning to the right-hand side over here, we have more stuff, okay? I know in those two totes down there in the bottom is leftover stuff from when my children were children. They haven't lived at home for 20-some years, okay? Well, ever since we moved into this house, they have not had any use for that, okay? There's other things here, cardboard boxes and what have you, some of my art supplies for when I do shows, art shows and stuff. And then as we move across to we move over here to the other side, which is the working end of this basement, okay? So on this shelf here, I have a bunch of old paint that I need to probably get rid of, and I know once a year they have a hazardous material intake down at the convenience center dumpsters. I have tools, I have screws and nails, I have all kinds of stuff. Let me bring you down here just a little bit closer. I have a workbench that you cannot even get to use as a workbench. So I want you to look at my workbench here. It's just got stuff scattered everywhere. If I had to find something down here, I don't think I could find it, okay? Well, not in a hurry anyways, okay? There's stuff down here that I consider things I might be doing for a project or something. I don't know, you know. And it's really hard for me to decide exactly where to start, okay? It's really a sad situation right here. It is winter time. It's not that cold down here, and I really need to get started, okay? And look over here. Here's another workbench with a bunch of stuff on it. It's just stuff. It's just everywhere, okay? Stuff everywhere. So I just wanted to kind of show you. I have my wife on my side right now. I know she wants to do it, but the thing is, you know, getting her motivated. Maybe if I start and do my area and show her what can be done, then maybe she will join in on the rest of the house because I really need her cooperation on the upstairs of the house. I can't do that by myself because a lot of that stuff kind of belongs to her, okay, up there. So, you know, one of the ways that I have thought about how to start with all this stuff, okay, is I thought about it this way. What if I had a flood? What if the whole basement had got flooded, okay? Everything down here would have got ruined, okay? There is no way that, you know, anything could have been salvaged. Everything would have been thrown away, get a dumpster, put it outside, throw it all away. That's the way I'm kind of thinking of this. If I had a flood, how much of this stuff that I have down here would really matter to me, okay? How much would really matter to me? Would you replace everything? I don't think I would, okay? Not at all, okay? Would you just get rid of everything and forget about it? That is the way I'm going to approach this, okay? I'm just going to say I had a big flood, everything got ruined, I'm just going to get rid of it. But there are some things that I do need to keep. So some of the things that have been in the back of my mind that I need to keep are things like home repair items, hand tools. I mean, you know, I probably got 20 screwdrivers over here. How many screwdrivers do you really need? Just one, okay? I know I got 3 hammers hanging up over there. How many hammers do you really need? Just one, okay? If you're just a homeowner, you need to keep some of these hand tools. So don't get rid of everything, okay? Screws and nails and those little things like that, I would keep those too, because if you're going to do your own home repairs, you need to have some of that stuff around. So don't get rid of everything. I mean, the majority of this stuff in this basement is mine, okay? So I really don't need my wife's permission to get rid of it. I can do this on my own, okay? And this video here was a preliminary to show you what I have to deal with. I'm just going to have to come down here and start. So what I'm going to do is start now and come down and start out like 1 hour a day, okay? And I'm going to take one corner and I'm going to declutter that corner or determine what I need to get rid of. And really the best way to do it is, I guess, to start back here where all the tools and stuff are. Because the stuff I showed you a while ago on this other side, where these totes are and everything over here, I really need my wife to kind of go through some of that stuff because some of that is hers, okay? You know, here's an example of something right here. You see that red and white cooler up there? I don't use it no more, okay? I don't even know why it's down here. You know, there's just all kinds of stuff down in this basement that are not being used anymore. So I feel like this is a good way for me to start, okay? And, you know, show some progress to my wife, because really, you know, if you are married or have a significant other, whatever it might be, and you jointly own most of this stuff, okay, you can't just start throwing their stuff away, okay? That's not the way to approach this. You need to get them to be on board with you and determine that, you know, this is good for you, okay? We are retired, both of us. I don't want my kids to have to deal with this. I don't want anybody to have to deal with this, okay? And, you know, now's a good time to start looking at all this. Do you want to leave this stuff to your kids to take care of? Are you in the same situation I'm in? You've got all this stuff you need to get rid of? Think about it, okay? You know, I am fortunate with my parents that they don't have a lot of stuff anymore. They have a small apartment they live in. It would not be a big burden to get rid of what they have. And the things that they have and the things that I own make me happy. They're not going to make anybody else happy, okay? Think about that. Are your kids going to be happy with this? Probably not, okay? It's going to be a burden on them to clean this up, okay? It would be a burden on me if my parents owned this home and I had to come down here and clean this up after their passing, okay? So think of it that way. Do it for yourself. Do it for your family. Do it for your loved ones. Do it for your wife, okay? So let's get started and let's declutter this basement. So I'm not going to take you through the entire declutter process today, But what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you how I'm going to start, okay? And how I'm going to start is I'm going to get an empty tote that I have right over here, okay? This old bird feeder is broken. I don't need it. And I'm going to take, I got an empty tote right down here. And I'm going to get that ready. And that's going to be my I don't need it anymore tool tote. Look here. Let me show you something right here. I used to build houses and stuff. I got 3, one big one and 2 small framing squares. I don't need all 3 of these, okay? I'm just going to hang them up down here for now, and we're going to come back to these later. I have a place up here where stuff just kind of hangs from one of the rafters. I'm getting this cleaned off right here because I want to get to this tote that's right here below all this wood that I'm not even sure I need to keep, okay? Pieces of plywood, okay? And like I said, I have a box over there that's already got some trash in it, and yeah. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set my watch timer, and I'm going to work 1 hour on this area back here. And I'm going to show you, I'm not going to film the whole thing. I'm just going to show you what I can get accomplished in 1 hour right here. So that's a good starting point for me. I've got an empty tote right here. I'm going to place stuff in there that I probably want to donate, okay? And I want to donate tools. I know people say, oh no, don't get rid of your tools, don't ever do that. And I agree with that to a certain point. But there's stuff down here that I just don't need no more, okay? And I don't see me ever needing. So that's what we're gonna do, okay? 1 hour. So let me pause just here one second. I've already made some progress here. These paints and stuff that's up here, I'm gonna have to wait and take those out when they have a recycle day that they accept as hazardous materials. You don't just want to throw this out in the dump. They have a process they go through down here, and they do it once, maybe twice a year. I just got to find out when it is, and then I'm going to gather all this old paint up and take it there. Don't throw it in the dumpster. That's not good. Okay, I am not going to bore you with the whole process here, but what I'm going to do is come back in a couple days and do another video showing this area right here from this work table all the way back to this corner, what I've done, how long it took me to do it, okay, and how much stuff, I'm gonna make a pile right over there by the door, how much stuff I'm getting out of the basement on this round. Now I have a feeling that it's gonna require more than one pass through this basement. It may require a second pass later, but at least one thing here, okay? At least I am starting, okay? The declutter process. That's what I'm doing, I'm starting. So I have been at it for about, I don't know, 40 minutes or so, maybe 45 minutes. I feel pretty good about the progress that I've made so far. I'm gonna sweep up the floor here. So I've got a box of trash items right here, and I'm gonna slide it over by the back door because this box is full of junk, okay? And this is going to be thrown away. Whew, it's heavy. May got a little few too many things in there. Anyways, I've managed to clean up these shelves right here, and what I got to do next is work on my tools, okay? So I have this toolbox I'm not even sure if I'm going to keep that or what. And I've got this old air compressor. I hate to get rid of it because you never know when you might need an air compressor around the house. So I'm probably going to just tuck it away. I did start it up. I haven't used it in quite a while. I probably don't need it. Okay, I'll probably do something different. But anyways, I'm going to tuck it away under these shelves where I got my other tools at. Like I said earlier in this video, you might have to do a basement this size. You might have to do 2 passes through it, okay? Initial rough pass first. Being able to put your hands on things immediately that you need to get rid of, okay? Or you don't need anymore. And then later, maybe closer to springtime, make a second pass through here. Now, I'm going to tell you something. This is not going to happen overnight. So don't rush it. Don't get discouraged. I'm not discouraged. And I'm not rushing it. Like I said, right now, to start off with, I'm going to devote 1 hour a day to one section of this. No. My wife's yelling at me upstairs, wanting to know if I was showing her dirty basement. She must have heard me talking. She's upstairs making supper. This is what I'm talking about right here. How many screwdrivers does a man actually need? Now, I am accumulating all these hand tools over there, okay, just to see how many I really need, okay? Right now I'm working on a workbench, trying to get by another 10 minutes so I can say I was down here for an hour. So what I'm doing now is I'm just gathering up hand tools, drill bits, sockets laying around this workbench, and I'm making a pile over here. And when I get finished, I'm going to go through that pile and kind of sort through it and see exactly what I need to keep out of that group, okay? Because I don't need all of it, that's for sure, like I said earlier. So anyways, I'm just kind of cleaning off the workbench. Let me bring you over here just a little bit closer so you can see. Just going to get everything off of here, and finding all kinds of stuff just laying everywhere. Drill bits, drill driver bits, all kinds of stuff. Sockets, all kinds of sockets, nail punch, some more drill bits. Yeah, just finding all kinds of stuff over here. So I'm just going to make a pile over here. I'm separating the drill bits and driver bits from the sockets. And then I'm going to go through these and find some way to organize those. What are those other nail sets, sockets? That's just kind of what I'm doing right now. Okay, that was 1 hour. We're at 59 minutes. Wife said it's time to eat. And let me show you from when I started so you can see what I accomplished in 1 hour, okay? So this is the same area when I started. I'll throw a clip in, and I'm sorry, this is the same. So this is the area I worked on. Let me throw a clip in there real quick of when I started. Donate or whatever if we have a yard sale. I'm not sure we're going to do that. So what I'm going to do in the next episode is I'm going to move right on around the corner here and go right over there to that other workbench on the other side of the room. Just kind of make my way around the perimeter wall. Sounds like a good idea to me. One thing I do have to do is right here, I got a bunch of sockets and different things that have to be organized and drill bits. I'm going to try to figure out what I want to do with those. And then I'm still gathering hand tools right here, some wrenches and sockets and all kinds of stuff. I got to decide what I'm going to do there. Okay, like I said earlier, okay, in the beginning, it may take 2 passes through this because I got a lot of room to cover in here. There's just a whole bunch more stuff, okay? You've seen it in the beginning of the video. Anyways, I just thought I'd come back on here and show you what I got accomplished. So thanks for watching the video today. Stay tuned to the channel because I'm going to do some more videos about this basement declutter as I go through it. And then when I get finished at the very end, I'm going to go through the process of how long it took me to do this. And I don't know if I can show you the stuff I got out of here or not, but at least you'll get a good idea by looking at this video what I was able to get rid of in this basement of mine. Thanks a lot. My name is Ron, and y'all have a nice day now. I'm going to. Bye-bye.